Okay, I've got a couple of very important tips if you're going to be on the road for any length of time. Tools and toolkits. I got this question popped up in the live stream the other night and realized I haven't really covered tools much. Today I am changing brakes on the front. 4 pads, 2 rotors, basically 2 sets of brakes. But here's the problem. I have got tools, but I did not resort my toolkit before I left home. So the star bits that I need to pull these calipers with are in the toolkit of my RT because I used them there also. And I did not foresee changing my brakes, and lo and behold, my brakes are almost bald. So this is the only tool that my buddy had where I'm staying. So yeah, I am on the road even though it doesn't look like it, but my buddy had one single tool that I needed. I've got some other stars, but they're just too small. So I had to go to my favorite place and buy some tools. But first, let's talk about toolkits, because this is the bigger picture. The question in the live stream that popped up was, what kind of toolkit do you use? And they were asking me for some advice about buying a toolkit. I do not buy toolkits. I assemble toolkits, and this is the base that I use. And you can get a variety of things like this anywhere. Basically, it's got a bunch of pockets to keep your variety of tools in here. And I don't have all of them because I screwed up. And the idea is you put your tools that you need to do the things that you're going to do on the road in here, and you fold this over and roll it up and tie it up, and this whole kit can go on your bike where it's supposed to go, which mine goes here on the RT, same place pretty much. But this is a great way to organize your tools. You only carry the tools that you need, and I'm probably a little bit sparse. In addition to the 2 star bits that I'm missing, I'm probably still a little bit sparse. But if you run out of tools, rather than investing in a whole new set like I've had to do at some auto parts place, if you're lucky enough to have a Harbor Freight, their tools are pretty good. They're probably as good as anything you'll get at a hardware or a auto parts place or a big box store, anything like that. This whole set, so these are 1/2 inch drives. I don't have a 1/2 inch on the bike, but I can get an adapter. So I got an adapter. This whole set of tools would probably cost you 30, 40, 50 bucks at a auto parts place. This was, I don't know, 12 bucks, another 4 bucks. So 16 bucks, I'm out the door with all the tools I need. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the bits that I need for this bike, those star bits, and I'm gonna put everything else in my big toolbox for maybe when I need them somewhere else. So this was kind of a waste of money, but I needed two sets of the tools that I needed, instead of having one set on one bike and trying to remember that I need to put it in the other kit. Rather than doing that, I've got my new set of tools. It's pretty much everything I need to do: oil changes, chain maintenance, remove the tires, and now brakes. And that's what I recommend. Those are your basic tools that you need to do. If you have a chain, you have to maintain it, you have to adjust it. If you want to keep it, you have to lube it. If you're putting any kind of miles on your bike, you're going to have to pull the tires, probably, especially if you're buying tires from Cycle Gear. They will not pull your wheels. They're not going to pull them for you. They will mount your tires on your bike if you pull the wheels. So if you can't pull the wheels, you're screwed if you're trying to get tires from Cycle Gear, which is one of my favorite places nationally to get my tires, because they usually have a decent selection. Everybody except the Reno store, Reno, Nevada, sucks, blow me. And yeah, anything else that you need to do minor repairs. I mean, you're not going to go into the engine, so all those little tools that you need to get in there. But I would recommend that you have tools. Look around the bike, figure out what you might need to do or what you're capable of doing. And sometimes, like if you were on the side of the road and a buddy came up a stranger and said, man, I can help you get your tires off. If you don't have one of these guys, if you don't have a one of these, you're not gonna get this wheel off if you don't have one of those. I left this last year? Yeah, no, 2022. I left this last year. Same thing on the other bike, so I couldn't get my wheels off. But yeah, just some quick tips. Tools, assembling a toolkit is much better, because who wants to carry 4 pounds of tools that you're not going to need? Like, I'm not carrying these on the bike. I'm going to carry them home, but they're never going to be back on the bike except for the 2 star bits that I need. And this and everything else is going in my toolbox. So there's no reason for you to get somebody else's version of your toolkit. That fits my rear axle. That's an extra tool for wires and stuff that I need to cut out of the way. I've got everything I need here, pretty much, except the star bits that I left at home and a 1/2 inch drive, but I got all that taken care of now. Hope that helps. Well, brakes are done. Let's take it for a quick spin, make sure it's gonna stop. I mean, that's really what brakes are for, right? I should have shown you how simple these brakes are to fix if you have the right tools, but the how-to thing, man, I want to do them, it's so difficult in my mind. You know, I'm barely a mechanic and barely a filmmaker. Just when you combine both of them, it's kind of I don't know, kind of feel like just really the result is either it's a terrible film or a terrible mechanic job. And I don't really want to do either. I want to do